Buenas tardes.
¿Van a visitar las pirámides de Ekʼ Balam?
Yes.
Okay. This is for the ticket de parking, it's 100 pesos.
Pay here?
Yes, the pay now. Okay, thank you, welcome.
Thank you. Hello there. I am currently en route to Ekʼ Balam, which is a Mayan ruin here in the middle of the Yucatan, just half an hour away from a little town called Valladolid, where I'm staying. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's very hot, and I wanted to come and visit this ruin. I've been here already twice, but I wanted to show Julian the Mayan ruin. It's a very beautiful one, and if you ever get to this part of the Yucatan, you should definitely visit. It's quite extraordinary. A lot of people come here and they go to Chichen Itza, which is beautiful, but they sometimes overlook Ekʼ Balam, and I would say Ekʼ Balam is equally, if not in some ways, more beautiful than Chichen Itza. It's less crowded, it's very well preserved. You can climb all the pyramids, which is great, whereas Chichen Itza you're not allowed to climb anything. So there's a lot of advantages. So stick with me, and we'll show you Ekʼ Balam. So the tickets that I just bought for the entrance here at Ekʼ Balam was both 2 tickets.
Picture, my friends. You want a photo with the Mayans?
No thanks. for both of us, paying with the credit card was 1,020 pesos, which is about 74 Canadian dollars for two people. So about $32 each. I guess in US dollars it's just under $30 each. I still think it's worth it. It is expensive. I'm not gonna lie, say it's not expensive. Sí.
De uno en uno por acá.
Gracias. Very strange system. I guess they just want to make sure you use the QR code scanner. Yeah, so it's still not expensive by Western standards for what you're experiencing, considering its importance and beauty. Ekʼ Balam is a beautiful site. However, it is still, you know, it is expensive given Mexican standards, and if you were in other areas of Mexico, okay, 3 times I had to show these tickets now. I don't know why they couldn't do that before, but I don't know. Mexican systems are always very strange. It seems like everybody has to have a little contribution to their job, so maybe that's what it's about. Whatever, I try not to argue. Just follow, go with the flow. And just try to enjoy the journey. So, as I was saying, Ekʼ Balam is one of the more beautiful ruins in Mexico that I've been to. I've been to quite a few of them. I've been to Calakmul is one of the most remote. I've been there. It's huge. Even though it's huge and big, I think Ekʼ Balam is a perfect size ruin that is not too big, but is very well maintained and very concise. So yeah, let's have a look. Coming up to the entrance of the actual site itself, that arch here in front of us is the entrance. I'm going to try and take some pictures here. So this is the main entrance to the site. I just gotta climb up here. See. Really amazing, well-preserved entrance to this site. So, the Mayans had many sites here in the Yucatan. Ekʼ Balam was one of them. I'm not exactly sure as to the time period that it was populated, but it with Chichen Itza was Chichen Itza being a large site. Was a center for a lot of activities. So what you're looking at here in front of me is a ball court. This is what you might understand to be the ball court of the Mayans, where they would play that sport that they played with the rubber ball. And the rings that typically would be there and there have been taken out. Now, whether they were stolen or removed on purpose, I have no idea. But they're missing, which is, you know, it's not always nice, but that's just how it is sometimes. Apparently there's a lot of Mayan artifacts that get stolen every year. It gets stolen every year. And what's really sad is that there's quite a few sites that have not been fully developed. They've been discovered in the jungles in Guatemala, but they have not been unearthed. They haven't been restored, but I can tell you right now, anything that was worth any value is probably gone already and sold on the black market, like a jade mask, burial artifacts. Anything that would have any value would probably be already stolen and sold, unless they have armed guards guarding those ruins. The locals would have taken it and sold it. The same happened in Egypt. A lot of Egyptian artifacts was stolen once people realized that it had value. Okay, here we are at the top. I'm not sure which pyramid this is, but it is facing directly across the big pyramid here in front of me. Such an amazing pyramid. I think you can see. Hey Julian, come on up here. I think you can tell from what I'm showing you that these ruins are really, really well preserved. They're beautifully maintained. And the fact that they let you climb them is a real joy. Unlike some other sites here in the Yucatan, where they do not let you climb, Chichen Itza being one of them, they do not let you climb. It is a pleasure to be able to climb them and explore them. Now, this is not how you would normally see this site in its heyday. It would be covered in it would all be covered in plaster and decorated in color. What you're seeing is basically the skeleton of what used to be here. This is just the bones of what it would have been like. all this would have been covered with grass and a thatched roof.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that. Yeah.
Very beautiful. And as you can see, it's not very crowded. Not a lot of people come here. That's another reason to visit Ekʼ Balam, is it's not a very popular, crowded site. So you will be able to enjoy it much more than Chichen Itza. Chichen Itza is extremely crowded, full of people. And not as enjoyable in my opinion. A lot of people selling stuff. It can get really annoying. So we're walking up to the main temple, where there's the highest pyramid and some other places, entrances, etc. I guess they serve different functions. I don't know the full history. I'm not an archaeologist, but I do know there's certain significant structures here to be seen. It looks like they are working on it. They're reconstructing some things.
Are you ready to
Yep. These are, I forgot what they're called, but they are historical significance. They show the significance of the people that lived here, what they believed in. And some of them worship serpents and jaguars. Anyways, it's written on these, it's like hieroglyphics. I wish I knew more specifically what it was. Okay, and this is the pyramid. So at this level, I think we had some kind of these rooms. They were inhabited. they're reconstructing some of these. You can see the areas here that are kind of more whitewashed. I think they're trying to restore them. I could see some workers there in the foreground. I think they're just trying to clean up the rock. So as you can see, this is a nice big climb. It takes you all the way to the top. Now the reason some think that the Mayans built these pyramids was they wanted to get above the tree line. Oh, this apparently has a lot of significance. It's very unique, which is not seen. It's like the jaws of a jaguar. I think this was like a special temple here. This here. And it looks like they are restoring it. You can see the detail here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's very clear. So here we're at the top of the pyramid, and you can see basically above the tree line. And I believe this was the point that the Mayans made the pyramid. It was for the purpose of seeing beyond the tree line, reaching to the heavens and seeing above the tree line. As you can see, these stairs are pretty steep, and one has to be very careful climbing down. I imagine when it's rainy, it's very slippery, but that is just the nature of exploring Mayan temples in the Yucatan. There are certain risks involved. I don't know if you can see in the distance the smaller pyramid I just climbed. It's out there in the distance. You can see it from here. So I'm just climbing down the pyramid. It's a very steep climb and you have to be careful, but it's very doable. I wouldn't advise people to wear flip-flops. Have a good pair of walking shoes if you're doing this. So here we are on the ball court again from a different angle. It's a different angle to this ball court. And here we could see the big pyramid. Really beautiful sight. I think if you come really early in the morning, you will probably not see anyone, or maybe even just one or two people at the most. It's not a very well visited site, and because of that, it's a great one to explore It's only 30 minutes away from Valladolid. I would recommend finding a place to stay there overnight. And you could visit the Chichen Itza as well as the Ekʼ Balam and some of the cenotes. Enjoy some of the beautiful culture. Well, I think that's about it. I don't think there's much more to see here. If there is, it's not of any great note. I think I've covered most of the big attractions. Anyways, it is worth a couple of hours. 2 hours, maybe 2.5 if you're very slow or you're interested in wandering a bit more. But it's definitely 2.5 hours worth of time. Well worth it. And again, it's going to cost you about 500 pesos, or just a little more, to get in. Again, it's still worth it. Chichen Itza, I believe, is a little bit more. I don't know. I'm going to find out tomorrow. See if their prices have gone up. Anyways, bye for now, and we'll catch up to you a little later. Thanks for watching.